Welcome to Eager Little Beavers.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Raising Them Right. I'm your host Almaz, and today we're talking about a feeling many of us quietly carry. Why do I feel so lost in life? Or when nothing that bad even happened to me? This episode is inspired by a powerful conversation between Mel Robbins and Dr. Gabor Maté in the YouTube episode Why You Feel Lost in Life. Dr. Gabor Maté on trauma and how to heal. I've taken the core ideas from that talk and shaped them into promoting something simple, practical, and also especially relevant for us as parents, carers, and adult children, still making sense of our own stories in our lives. So grab a cup of tea, take a deep breath, and let's walk through this together. What is trauma? And what is it really? When you hear the word trauma, what really comes to your mind? Car accidents, war, physical abuse, something big and dramatic. Dr. Gabor Maté gives a definition that completely shifts the way we think about it. He says trauma is not just the event that happened to you. Trauma is what happens inside you as a result of what happened. So yes, huge events like violence, abuse, neglect, and major loss absolutely leaves deep wounds inside of you. But trauma can also form in much quieter ways. Growing up in a home where no one really had time to listen to you. Or perhaps being the good child who never caused trouble and learned to hide their feelings. You could also be having a parent who was depressed, stressed, or emotionally absent. You see, living with constant criticism, comparison, or pressure to perform could also be one. But on the outside, it looks like a normal childhood. That person seems okay. On the inside, a child learns dangerous lessons. My needs don't matter. It's safer not to feel. And if I make everyone happy, maybe I'll be loved. Those inner conclusions are the trauma. Why are so many adults feeling lost? Fast forward to 20 or 30 years. That same child is now an adult. Overachieving at work, but secretly empty. Saying yes to everyone and then burning out. Struggling with anxiety, addiction, and also shutdown. Feeling disconnected in relationships but not knowing why. You see, Dr. Maté explains that many of the things we call personality are actually survival. They're survival patterns that we learned as children. The people pleaser was once the child who had to keep everyone calm. The strong one who never cries was once the child who wasn't allowed to fall apart. The one who checks out or disassociates when things got intense was once the child who had no safe adult to hold their feelings with. So when you feel lost, stuck, or broken, it's not because you're weak. It's often because old survival strategies are still running in your life, even though you're no longer that helpless child. Your nervous system doesn't know you're 30 or 40 now. It's still running on that same system as it was before. It only knows that this is how we stayed safe last time, so this is what I need to do right now as well. Stress, the body, and why you're always on edge. In the episode, Dr. Maté talks about how unresolved trauma affects the way we deal with stress. How we deal with stress as adults. You see, no baby is born knowing how to calm themselves. They learn regulation through co-regulation and also what they see. For example, being held, being soothed, or having someone respond when they cry. When that doesn't consistently happen, the child's stress system doesn't wire properly. As adults, this can look like overreacting to small triggers, being calm on the outside, but constantly tense inside. Always expecting something to go wrong. Chronic health issues connected to long-term stress. You see, the body keeps reacting as if you're still in that unsafe environment, even when your life looks fine now. This is why you might feel, why can't I just relax? Why do I go into panic over small things? And why do I keep getting sick or exhausted? Your body isn't betraying you. It's trying to protect you with an old program. A moment that wasn't that bad, but actually was. In the conversation, Mel shares a childhood incident that she used to minimize in her mind. She would tell herself it wasn't that bad compared to what others have gone through. Dr. Maté gently stops her. He He doesn't compare traumas. He asks simple questions. How did you feel in that moment? Who did you tell? And if your own child went through this and didn't tell you, what would that mean? Those questions reveal the real wound. A scared, confused child, no safe adults to talk to, a deep belief, I'm alone, I can't go to anyone, something must be wrong with me. That silent loneliness is often the core of trauma. And many of us recognize this. We went through something confusing, humiliating, or scary. We never told anyone, we blamed ourselves. We rushed it down, pushed it down, and moved on. The body didn't move on. The nervous system remembers. So if you've ever said, I don't deserve to feel this upset, other people had it worse, this is your gentle reminder. Pain doesn't need to be big to be real. How this connects to parenting. Let's talk about that. Now let's bring this into our roles as parents, carers, and support people. When a child hesitates to tell us something, they minimize their own pain and they laugh it off or change the subject. They might be doing exactly what we learned to do as kids. Dr. Maté's work reminds us of two things. Children don't just need us to fix problems. They need to feel safe with us. When a child doesn't come to us, that's not a sign they're fine. It can be a sign that they don't feel emotionally safe enough yet with you. So these are some practical shifts that we can make. When your child does share something hard, resist the urge to say it's not a big deal or just be strong. Instead, try that sounds really scary and confusing. I'm so glad that you told me. If they don't talk focus first on building connection, not forcing confession. More one-on-one time, gentle curiosity, shared play, calm presence. Notice your own reactions if you get flooded, numb, or to start minimizing. That might be your trauma talking. Take a breath. You can repair later. You see, the goal isn't just to be perfect. The goal is to be safe enough, often enough that our children don't have to carry their fears alone. The most hopeful part of this conversation is that nothing about trauma is the end of the story. Dr. Maté emphasizes that you are not damaged goods. The patterns that you live with now were once intelligent adaptations that kept you alive. Healing begins when you name the pattern without shaming yourself. I shut down when I'm overwhelmed. I say yes when I want to say no. I get panicky when someone is upset with me. Ask, where did I learn this? What was I protecting back then? What did this pattern help me survive? Offer yourself the compassion you never got. Talk to yourself the way you talk to a child going through the same thing. You didn't choose the wound. You did choose to survive. Reach for support, therapy support groups, trusted friends, spiritual guidance, or anything that resonates with you. Books and resources from people like Dr. Gabor Maté or others working with trauma and the body. Practice small daily changes. Saying no once where you'd usually say yes. Pausing and breathing when you feel triggered. Journaling, grounding, prayer or reflection, gentle movement. All of those things can really help you. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about changing your relationship with it so it no longer runs your life on autopilot. If you're listening to this and realizing that, oh, this explains why I feel so lost. This is why I snap at my kids. This is why I can't relax, or even when everything is okay, then I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. Your mind and body have been doing their best with the tools they had. Now you're allowed to learn new tools. You are allowed to say, I want to parent differently. I want to treat myself with more kindness. I want to stop carrying this alone. If you'd like to go deeper into what we touched today, I highly recommend you listen to the original conversation between Mel Robbins and Dr. Gabor Maté about why you feel lost in life. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And maybe this episode really resonates with me. Share it with a friend if it resonates with you, who you might need to hear that their feelings make sense too. Till next time, take care of yourself, be gentle with your story, and remember healing is slow, but you're already on the path. Good luck.
Thank you for watching. Remember to take care of yourself because you're worth it. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more interesting and informative parental support.